Hi everybody, so this is your second option for mobility class. We're going to start off with hamstring stretching to start with. We're using the same timings that we use in class, so minute 30 of stretch and then 15 seconds to alternate sides or move into a different pose. We would normally do 2 rounds in our classes, so you are welcome to just do 1 round. I'm going to do 1 round with you today, but you can always rewind the video and go back and do it through a second time. The only things that you're going to need today are a belt or a band, and then you probably want to be up close to a wall because we're going to use the wall for one of the stretches. Okay, so we're going to start with a Jefferson curl. If you do have some weight at home, you can use a weight. I'm just going to do it with body weight today to show you the movement, but you can hold a dumbbell. Start off with something quite light and work your way up. Okay, I'm going to start the timer. So we start off rolling the head forwards, roll your shoulders forwards, slowly and gradually you're letting your spine roll down. Now you want to let your arms hang, your head hang, and go as far down as you can. Make sure everything's hanging. Sometimes people have a tendency to hold their head up. They don't realize they're doing it. So let your head hang. And then you're going to press into your feet and try and draw yourself up from the back of your legs. So let your upper body hang forwards as you stack your spine on the way up. Your head rolls up last, and then we go again. Roll the head forwards, roll the shoulders forwards, and then roll the spine down all the way. If you're holding a weight, you're going to feel the weight pulling through your arms, pulling up through your back as well. It's a really nice feeling. Those of you who are a little bit more flexible might find that you're getting all the way to the ground. If you are, you might like to do this on a little step, so you're raised up and you've got a little bit more space to do the movement. Now we're running out of time here, so I'm going to go a little bit quicker on this one. This is a really nice stretch, and you might want to rewind and do it again. But our next one is also a hamstring stretch. It's the hanging ragdoll pose. You're going to bend your knees a little bit on this one. Grab hold of your elbows and just hang forwards. So once again, make sure your head is loose. Sometimes again, people hold their head up. Make sure your head is hanging, and then feel the weight of your arms. So you're holding your elbows. Feel the weight of your arms, pulling all the way through your back here, and then creating a stretch over your hips and down the back of your legs. We're just going to stay here. Really feel your feet planted down into the ground. And use your breathing in the stretch. So each time you exhale, try to let your muscles soften and allow your body to relax. You're welcome to close your eyes as well, because that really helps to keep your attention focused on what you can feel and can help with that use of the breathing and the exhaling and softening the muscles. Okay, so we're going to roll up here. The next one we're going to do is spinal circles. So you're going to stand with your feet quite wide. I'm actually turned to the camera for this one. So your feet are kind of wide. You're going to hang down on one side. You're going to feel the stretch here. Then you're going to let that top arm drop forwards, come down to your foot, draw a circle around to the other foot, pull yourself up to the side, and then roll to the back. We're going to keep going around in circles, going in one direction. When the buzzer goes, we'll change direction and go back the other way. What you want to think about here is your spine moving in a circular pattern around your pelvis. So I might even turn to the side now so that you can see from the side what I'm doing. Your arms are hanging the whole time with this one. There's no need to bring your arms up, lift them up at all, just let them hang. Okay, so next time block we're going to go back doing the same thing but just in the other direction. So feet nice and wide to start with, hang down on one side, drop forwards, sweep around and draw up, roll to the back. Okay, next one we're going to come down onto the ground into an all fours position. Now if you get grumbly knees, you might want to fold a towel up or a blanket and have it under your knees, just to give you a little bit more cushioning. But we're going to come into an all fours position, reach your right hand forward, sit your bottom down on your ground. Come back up, take the left hand forward, sit your bottom down on your heels. Come back up, right hand is going to curve up to the left hand corner of your mat and you're going to shift your hips to the left. Come back to the center, take the left hand, reach it up to the right hand corner of the mat and shift your hips to the right. Come back to the center, take the right hand forward, slide the left hand across the mat, look under your armpit. Come back to the center, take the left hand forward, slide the right hand across the mat, twisting your shoulders, come back to the center. Now that can seem a bit confusing, but you can always pause and repeat those. So right hand forward, sit your bottom down on your heels, come back up, left hand forward, sit your bottom down on your heels, come back up, right hand to the left corner, back to the center, left hand to the right corner, back to the center, right hand forward, left hand twisting under, back to the center, left hand forward, right hand twisting under, back to the center. Now from here, we're going to come down onto our tummy. I'm going to do a Mackenzie push-up. So a little stretch for the lower back, a little bit like a cobra in yoga. So hands about in line with your chin, relax your lower body, roll your shoulders back and down and just push up off the ground. Come back down, and repeat. So try to keep the lower body relaxed. Just get a nice bend into your lower back, but trying to keep your hips on the ground. You can play around with the position of your hands. So if you move your hands a little bit further down, you're going to get a little bit more of a stretch up. But if that's too intense, you can take your hands forwards and get a more gentle stretch. Just play around with where your hands are. Find the position that feels best for you. You can hold that for a little while as well, but make sure you're not shrugging your shoulders up to your ears. Keep your shoulder blades or your shoulders rolled back and down. Okay, we're going to come up. So for the next one, you're going to need your band or belt, and we're going to do a half straddle. So one leg out, other leg bent in. Catch the belt or band underneath your foot. You might want to wrap your hands around to get a little bit more tension. You want to sit up nice and straight and try and pull your chest towards your foot. Really try and turn your body towards the leg. See if you can get another loop with the hand. Twenty seconds to go. Okay, we're going to swap legs here. So one leg out to the side. Catch the band under your foot. And you're trying to turn your body towards the foot and push your chest towards your foot. So you're trying to keep your back straight. You might feel at some point that you can maybe try another loop of the hand. We've still got another 30 seconds on this side. Don't forget to use your breathing on this one. Each exhalation, soften your body. Okay, you can release that band. We'll drop that to one side and you're going to come back against the wall. So you want your bottom right up against the wall here, as close as you can get it. And then bring those feet in nice and close so you're in a butterfly position. Now, if you've got a little bit of weight, you can also always put a bit of weight on the legs here, or just using your hands, do a little bit of pushing, kind of like butterfly wings flapping. But if you've got weight, you can just sit the weight on your legs to create a little bit more pressure and get a bit more stretch. If you're just doing this with body weight, put your hands on the inside of your knees and push your knees up against your hands and then release. Push your knees up against your hands and release. Do that a few times. Hold the push for a couple of seconds. Let it release for 2-3 seconds afterwards. We've got just under 20 seconds to go. Okay, our next one is the reclined yogi squat. So you're going to turn side onto the wall, get your bottom quite close here, lie down, spin yourself onto your back, place your feet quite wide and quite low, so you're getting a stretch into your hips. You can reach your arms around your legs and create a little bit more downward pressure by grabbing the inside of your legs here. And again, use your breathing, breathe into the stretch. Okay, you're going to wriggle yourself away from the wall. Our last two is a lying back twist. So knees bent, feet wide. So feel the edges of the mat under your feet, arms out to the side, lift your left leg, catch it on the outside of your right knee, and then twist your legs down to the right. Try to keep the left shoulder, the back of the left shoulder on the ground if you can. And you can use your right knee to pull down on that left foot. You can also put your right hand on the outside of the left thigh and create a little bit more downward pressure to get more stretch into your back. Looking towards the left as well. And as I've said before, use your breathing. So breathe into the stretch and use each exhalation to try and let go of some of that tightness. and twisting back up. Find the edges of the mat with your feet again before we do the next round. So we've got one more to go. We're going to lift the right leg, put the right foot on the outside of the left knee, twist the legs down to the left, and then we're trying to keep the right arm on the ground, the back of the right shoulder. You can put your left hand on the outside of the right thigh to create a little bit more stretch, and then look to the right. Okay, we're going to come out of that one. That is one round done. You are welcome to repeat the video and do it through again, depending on how much time you have. And I look forward to seeing you in August. Thank you.